Good afternoon, everyone. It's Steven here with season 2 of the GrownCast. In our first episode today, we're going to be talking about rest. And so it reminds me of a verse, Psalms chapter 23, verses 2 through 3. And it says, He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters, and He restoreth my soul. And what that kind of reminds me of as far as rest, and I'm going to say this again at the end, so is there's no restoration without rest. And so rest is defined as to refresh oneself as by sleeping, lying down, or relaxing. And so, of course, and it's obvious that our acronym for today is REST. So the R stands for realigning. So a lot of times when we rest and we're working on our purpose and we're doing everything that we need to do to get our goals and we're going so hard at it, a lot of times we don't ever rest and take that time out to really realign with what we're supposed to be doing, because a lot of times we're going so hard and so fast and we're going toward one direction, but we forget to really sit down and realign with our true north, or with the things that we need to be doing, or with our guidelines, or with our values. And then the E stands for edification. And this is very important to me because I understand that my purpose, and anybody's purpose, is really to edify others. And as I've been doing a lot of reading, especially in John Maxwell books and different things, it's really like, if you're not working on yourself, if you can't edify yourself, if you're not resting yourself, how can you edify others? I read a Tony Evans book called The Kingdom, and he started off by saying, hey, it starts with you. It starts here with you, because if you're not working on yourself, if you're not moving forward, then that affects your family, then that affects your community, that affects your church, and that affects the world. And then the S stands for strengthening. So I think about this more so in just your physical or your emotional or your mental, but it's also your spiritual. A lot of times when you take that time out to rest and really talk to Him, but not only to speak, but to listen, to meditate on the word that He's giving you, to meditate on the things He's put in your life, to meditate on the words He's speaking to you, or even the word, it really makes a difference, because that's how you strengthen your spiritual health and your spiritual life. A lot of times we have so many things getting our spiritual health is getting hit, our emotional health is getting hit, our mental health is getting hit, our physical health is getting hit. And a lot of times, in order for us to restore that and really take a step back and rest and to recuperate and to recover, we have to rest. And it strengthens you more so than anything. Because I think about even when working out and things like that, when you take that 1 or 2 days to rest, you come back stronger and you have a different vibe. And then lastly, the T is for toughen. So I think about it, when you break a bone, that spot that gets broken, as it's recuperating, as it's recovering, it's the strongest as it's ever been, because it's repairing, and it's not going to break there maybe as easily as it has before. And when you think about, I think about a snippet from a bodybuilder.com article, and it pretty much says, when you perform excessive amount of exercise without proper rest and recovery, you may experience harmful side effects. And so I think about it as like, when you're working out and it's tough and it's hard, and you keep pushing, and keep pushing, and you push yourself to that point where you can't go any further. That's great, but you have to sit back and rest, because if you don't, then your muscles are going to wear out. And a lot of times when you rest, they call it active recovery, where you can do activity, so you're not just sitting there doing anything, but what it does is it strengthens your muscles. It puts the nutrients and the ingredients and the things that you need to get stronger back into your muscles, back into your blood system. Same thing with your emotional health. A lot of times we don't take that time out before we move on to the next situation to really rest and to really recover our emotions. The same thing with our mental health. We don't ever give ourselves that time to remind ourselves, or to even work on our mental health. So always remember to realign. You have to edify yourself before you can edify others. You have to strengthen your spiritual health through rest. You have to strengthen your emotional health and your physical health and your mental health through rest. And then lastly, it toughens you up. That rest, you go hard and you do everything you need to do to get better. But you also have to remember to rest, and always remember that there is no restoration without rest. And that's episode 1 of season 2 of the GrownCast. Rest. Thank you.